I'm Mark, and when I called the food bank, I was at rock bottom. I'd lost my home after my landlord decided to sell, and I had nowhere else to go. I ended up moving to a new area, somewhere I didn't know, where I didn't know anyone. I felt completely lost. I'd always worked, always managed, but suddenly I had nothing. No income, no savings, no idea when my first universal credit payment would come through. I was already falling behind on bills, and I was struggling to afford food. It felt like my whole life had unravelled in just a few weeks. The worst part was how quickly everything changed. One minute I had a job and a place to live. The next, I was sitting in an unfamiliar flat, surrounded by boxes, unable to eat properly, with nothing but time to dwell on how bad things had got. I knew I wasn't coping. The stress, the anxiety, it was all consuming. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't see a way forward. I'd never felt so low. But when I finally picked up the phone and called the food bank, I wasn't even sure what to say. But they listened, and for the first time in weeks, I felt like someone actually saw what I was going through. They gave me a supermarket voucher so I could buy food, so I could sit down and have a proper meal. But more than that, they encouraged me to reach out for support. They urged me to call my GP, to speak to Samaritans when things felt overwhelming. They also put me in touch with energy advice services so I wouldn't slip even further into debt. That one call didn't just get me through the week. It gave me a way to start putting things back together. I'd never imagined I'd be in this situation. But when I had nowhere else to turn, the food bank was there. I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't picked up the phone that day.